So I want to invite you into a larger picture of what leadership could mean for you. I don't want you to think about leadership as something that someone else does because of the position that they have in a company. I want you to think about leadership as something you do because of the roles that you have and the relationships that you have in other people's lives. And I want you to lead those people like they're dying. So let's start right now. You all have a cell phone with you more than likely. Go ahead, pull out your cell phone and open up your contact list. You've got a contacts list right there. So as you're thumbing through your contacts list, I want you to stop at the first name that just starts to ring bells for you. The first name that kind of tugs at you. And just stop at that name. And we're going to create a little plan right now. So you've got that name, and what I want you to think about next is, what's the impact you want to have on that particular individual? If you could go out of your way and purposefully move them in a direction, if you could make a difference to that particular individual, what would you want it to be? Would you want it to be encouragement? Would you want to mentor that person? Would you want to tell them that they have more potential than they think? What would you do to create that impact? What's the impact you want to have with that individual? And land on that. Some of you might be writing this down or making a note in your phone. Do that. You'll be much more accountable to it if you do. And then the last thing is, okay, so what's the action that you're going to take in order to start having that impact? It's not a one-time only thing. It's an ongoing investment in that relationship. And so the first thing you might do is send an email. Hey, can we have coffee soon? You might send a handwritten note, just giving that person encouragement. You might just tell them face to face, here are some of the things that I really think are positive about you. And that's the beginning of that walking alongside and doing something that only you can do, and accepting that leadership and creating that urgency is going to make a difference in someone else's life. And the last thing I want you to think about is, what's the timetable for you? So is that something that you're willing to do tonight on the drive home? Tomorrow before work? Sometime in the next week? Put a stop date on it. Give yourself that built-in accountability. So you've got an individual, a way in which you want to impact them. What's the first step you're going to take, and by when?